Hello and welcome back to the Gun Locker. I'm your host, Gunshin V2, and this is going to be a video about the recent EA debacle. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but EA decided to lock characters like Vader and Luke Skywalker behind a paywall. Now, they to unlock Vader and Luke, you would need 60,000 credits, right? So after this post, or after this came to light, someone did the math on how long it would take. It would take about 40 hours to unlock Vader or Luke, just one, 40 hours of gameplay. And during that 40 hours of gameplay, while you were playing, you would not be able to use any of your loot boxes or any of your credits, to buy loot boxes, because if you did, you wouldn't be able to afford Luke or Vader. Now, this turned into one of the most downvoted posts on Reddit, because EA came out and they said something along the lines of, we wanted the players to feel pride and a sense of accomplishment for getting their heroes, when if you spend $100 and on their little microtransaction, you would get all the star cards, you would get all the credits that you would need just to buy them outright. You can just buy them outright, pay an extra, $100, $90, whatever it is for that loot box, and you would get the credits that you would need to buy these heroes. And on top of that, and now let's go back into the pay-to-win system, because, yes, Battlefield 2 is still pay-to-win. And I don't understand how JackFrags doesn't understand that this is pay to win. He says he doesn't care, that it doesn't affect him, blah, blah, blah. It does, because right off the bat, literally, right the second you start the fucking game, you can pay $100 and get a bunch of crystals to unlock loot crates, and your level is dependent on the amount of star cards you have in your inventory. So right off the bat, you're going to get a massive amount of star cards, you're going to get a massive amount of points in order to upgrade your character. Now, it doesn't matter that it's locked behind a level wall, because those level walls, like, I remember when I was playing the beta, I got to level 10 in the beta within like 2.5, 3 hours. I mean, it was ridiculously easy to get that, and the level cap is only at 20. And for most of your purples, you only have to be around level 15 or so. But still, right off the bat, you can get tier 2 cards, tier 3 cards, and this is also coming in, you get scrap, and you get your credits inside the loot boxes. Now you have two options here. You can grind for hundreds of hours just to get enough money to unlock a certain characters and everything like that. And here's the thing too, and the whole 40 hours thing, that's just to unlock a character via credits. That's not including what you would need to upgrade your star cards, or even get star cards to upgrade your characters. So now you would need, not credits, scrap. You need scrap to upgrade everything. You need scrap to upgrade your weapons. You need scrap to upgrade your star cards. Now, you can't upgrade your star cards if you don't have scrap. And I remember from my experience playing the beta, I got scrap. It took me like 2 days of the beta or something like that, just so I can unlock a weapon or, whatever, for the scrap from the extra cards that I got. And the EA upped the time, because it doesn't matter how well you do in a match, you still get the same amount of credits as the top guy. I can literally AFK the entire freaking game and just, it doesn't matter. There's no incentive for me to play well. And I'm a competitive player. I mean, all you guys that know me, that have played with me or watch me play, know that I get pretty upset when I lose. I get pretty upset when I get beat. But, I still love to play, and I still continue to play regardless, A, because I'm good, and B, it's just part of the game. It happens. I am a passionate player. I hate losing, and I hate bullshit. But that's getting besides the point. But here on EA's Battlefront 2, there's no incentive for me to want to try. There's no incentive for me to want to play. I have a deluxe copy waiting for me at GameStop. They actually called me last night at about 7 o'clock in the evening and saying, hey, we're launching at 11 o'clock. You want to come pick up your game? I'm like, I don't know. Well, if you want, you can get 20 to 40% boost on your credit if you bring in and trade in games. Okay, towards the game. But all this controversy, the loot boxes, the grind fest, and I'm not I don't have the incentive to want to do well or even play this game because I know right off the bat I'm gonna get fucked in the ass by people who spent $100 buying star cards so they don't have to fucking try. Yeah, oh, it's locked behind a paywall, or it's it's locked behind a level cap. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's only 20 fucking levels. It's 20 fucking levels to get purple, to get to purple. But on top of that, I'd have to grind for hours and hours and hours to get the amount of credits that I need to get the loot boxes, to get the heroes, and that's not even including the scrap that I need to upgrade my star cards and my weapons and everything like that. When I can just drop another $100 and I'll have a crap ton of stuff. And I'm not the only one that has done this. That has done this. I'm not the only one that's complaining about this, and I'm going to link them in the description below because these are people that I respect and I value their opinions above all else. Level Cap also went in. He played the game without paying to win, and then he paid to win. He bought a bunch of star cards and he maxed out his A-wing and was just dominating the player field. He had he had for his A-wing he had more damage, rapid fire, more health, faster turning speeds, and he maxed them out all the way to blue because he wasn't the level to go to purple, but he maxed them out right off the bat immediately. He had the amount of star cards needed. And it was the same thing with X Factor. X Factor did the same thing. He upgraded his starfighters and he was dominating really easily. And it also goes for the infantry. Now, I haven't been able to play on the infantry, but they do get health perks, they get damage perks. So now you have people that are coming into the game first off, and you got people that are dropping $100 on the loot crates, buying a whole bunch of loot crates, getting their blues and their purple cards that they can't use or whatever. They're getting their high tier cards that they can't use because they're behind a level wall, which they'll break within the first 15 hours of the game, multiplayer. Anyway, and they can dominate other players because they have all these boosts. And not only the boosts, they have the heroes. They have the hero boost, the star cards for their heroes, because of the amount of star cards that they were able to get from purchasing the $90 crystals or the $90 microtransaction that EA has put out. Now, EA has backpedaled here just a little bit because, this is way too much negative heat on the company, but they only backpedaled enough to where they dropped the cost of Vader and Luke. They dropped the cost of all the heroes about 75%, which, it's great. It's only 15,000 credits now for Vader and Luke, and 10,000 and 8,000 and 5,000 for the other heroes. But they also cut the amount of experience that you gained from the end of the campaign. For completing the campaign, you got 20,000 credits. Well, now you only get 5. Awesome. So I only get 5,000 credits for playing 5 hours of your video game. So I get 1,000 credits per hour of gameplay. Okay. Now that 5,000 credits really doesn't do much. Give me a couple loot crates, or it can get me, I use Iden Verso. Well, it's like 5,000 credits, or some of the minor heroes are like 5,000 credits that you can get. Okay. But that still doesn't change the fact that the rate at which you acquire and accumulate your points, your battle points, and your credit points, and everything like that per match is so low. It's still going to take you countless hours, not countless, because people have done the math. Anyway, it's still going to take you hours and hours and hours of grinding, of constant grinding, to the point where there's going to be a lot of players that will get so frustrated with getting destroyed or getting outplayed or outgunned by someone who paid to have all these benefits, to have all these boosts, and they paid right off the bat. Now they're going to dominate. Even Level Cap has stated that he will have a definitive advantage over other players for months because of this. Because even though they dropped the prices of the heroes, they still haven't increased the amount of points you get per match. It doesn't go on a how good you are system. Everything's divided evenly amongst your entire team. So there is no incentive to do better. And short matches give you less credits and less stuff than a longer match. A match that goes 30 minutes will net you more than a match that goes 10. Or you stop someone at the first set of objectives and the match is over. You get less than if the match went all the way to the end with 30 minutes, 40 minutes, however long the match goes. That being said, it'll take forever, literally hundreds of hours, hundreds upon hundreds of hours, for you to unlock every single character, for you to unlock all your weapons, for you to upgrade all your weapons, for you to upgrade all your star cards, and to get your star cards. It's going to take hundreds upon, it's a grind. It is a grind, and it is specifically designed for you to get so frustrated that you would rather buy the crystals to get the loot crates. This is the way that the system is currently set up. Because while they addressed the price, they haven't addressed the loot box issue. The only thing they did was take out the purple tiers star cards that you can't get. But it doesn't matter. Even if you did get a purple in a loot box, that you still are going to get, you can't use it until you hit level 20. But if you go out and you buy these packs, you'll get the amount of credits, you'll get the amount of duplicates, which give you the scrap and the credits and stuff like that. So that way you can actually upgrade your star cards and everything. But if you were just doing it vanilla, like me and like so many other players out there, competitive players that will do this or want to do this, would rather do this and actually play, be rewarded for our skill, be rewarded, for our gameplay and our ability to do well in a match and get the points that we need to level up and progress through the game naturally. There's going to be people that are like, oh, I can just pay $90 and I'm going to be better than everybody. Okay, here you go. I'll just pay the $90 on top of the $80 I spent for the game or the $60 I spent for the game, and I'm going to be better than you because I have more money. Yeah, I have more money. It's still pay to win. It's not going to... DICE doesn't get it. Yeah, oh, we got free content coming out. Yes. Okay, so you're putting in... And I agree with Jim on this from the Jimquisition. I just watched one of his videos, and they are putting in the way that Battlefront is it's more like a mobile game. It's a mobile game, but on consoles and premium, for PCs and consoles, it's a premium mobile game. It's a AAA mobile game. Because they set it up as a free-to-play, but then they make you buy the game, and then they make everything a grind. Because they even limit the amount of arcade that you can do. Like you would have, after you cap out. You cap out on arcade mode. So the credits that you would get in arcade mode, you can no longer play arcade mode for a couple of hours until you let the game mode cool down in order for you to continue on and to earn more credits and to keep playing arcade mode. You have to wait a couple of hours. What the fuck kind of bullshit is that? Like, this is a AAA game, and you're gonna put in a mobile game system on it, basically a free-to-play system, but you're making me pay for the game, and on top of that, you're capping out my ability to play the arcade mode and get credits for it, so that way I can actually get my star cards. So you're capping my ability there. You're only giving me 5,000 credits for the campaign, and on top of that, you're putting characters behind paywalls, which wasn't the case in the beta. The characters were already open, and it was a surprise to everybody. EA just probably bend us over, fucking shove their dick up our ass and go, oh, you're going to take it, aren't you? No. And as the most downvoted post on Reddit history, currently at over 656,000 downvotes. Over 500,000 downvotes. They're finally backpedaling, but they're still not talking about the main issue here, that Battlefront 2 is pay to win. Hands down, it is pay to win. You drop $90 on a package for the loot crates, you get dozens of star cards, you boosts, everything like that, that'll allow you to have a distinct advantage over the other player. And it's gonna, and with the amount of time that it's gonna take for this, it's going to be that way for at least a month. Not only that, apparently when I was watching the video, and I was Level Cap's video, the amount of time it would take, right now, starfighters are dominating ground troops because of certain exploits that EA hasn't even addressed, and they're not addressing at this current moment in time, I believe. But there's an exploit in there with you got an upgraded star, you upgrade your bomber, you upgrade your fighter, whatever like that, and you bring your starship into the conquest mode, and you can dominate on the ground, dominate ground troops in the air in your bomber with like 3,500 health. Even though they dropped it from 40 down to 20, it still doesn't matter. The fact is that you pay money right off the bat, you're going to be better than everybody. You're going to have the advantage over everybody. And this is going to continue to be the case as they release more content and there's more star cards being released. Yeah, and it's just going to be this way. It's going to continue this way until the community steps up. I don't even know if I want to go pick up my copy. I have until like Friday to pick it up, or Saturday or something. I have to pick it up this week, or else I lose my reservation for my deluxe package and the $5 I put on the account. But I really don't care, because I don't want to play a game where I'm going to have to grind for hours upon 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 hours. 5 hours later, upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours, just to get on the level of someone who dropped $90 at the start of the fucking game. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to sit there and actually just know that I'm better than that guy, but that guy has better star cards than me, and because he dropped $90 right at the start of the game. Battlefront 2 is pay to win. They're locking everything behind paywalls, and they're just making the experience a total grind in order to drive their microtransactions. EA has become extremely greedy, and I don't know if I'm going to be buying any more EA games from this point on. So even the next Battlefield game that comes out, I probably will not buy it. And the sad part is I'm looking at my games right now. Battlefield 1, EA. Star Wars Battlefront, EA. Titanfall, EA. Battlefield, of course, EA. Dragon Age, EA. Mass Effect, EA. 2 and 3, EA. And I have a bunch more in my game case that I don't even care about looking at right now. But I have a lot of EA games, and the microtransactions and everything that they're putting in there. Like, I didn't buy Shadows of War because of this, because of the microtransactions and the loot boxes and the paywalls and stuff. I didn't buy it. And I love Shadow of Mordor. I loved Shadow of Mordor so much. It was a great game. But nope. Anyway, tell me what you guys think down below. I'm also going to be linking JackFrags. No, not JackFrags. He doesn't believe that it's a problem, and it is a problem. I don't know how someone can run in the same circles as Matimio, Level Cap, X Factor, and all those guys, and they're all saying that Battlefront is pay to win, and JackFrags doesn't see a problem with it. I'm sorry, Jack. There is a fucking huge problem with this. That you can drop $90 at the start of the game and have star cards, scrap everything that you need to upgrade, and it's only going to take you a couple of hours to hit level 20, while everyone else is going to take days, weeks to unlock everything that you got by dropping $90. Sorry, Jack. You're wrong. You're wrong, and you're wrong. Alright, I'm going to link down below to the videos to Level Cap, X Factor, the Gymquisition. You guys check them out. I'm not affiliated with any of these guys. These are just guys that I respect, and they're the videos that I watch. They help to keep me informed, and I'm helping to keep you informed. So that way, it's a nice continuous circle. And I know this has gotten a little long, but it's something that I'm very passionate about. I have been outspoken about loot crates and microtransactions for a long time, and this is only going to reaffirming my position on not only my position, but hundreds of thousands of other gamers' positions about loot boxes and the way that these game companies are basically bending us over and taking advantage of us gamers. And it's not just the competitive gamers so much as the casual gamers who would rather spend money to undo everything. But if you got competitive players that are doing it, now they have a distinct advantage over everybody else. Anyway, this is don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. And like I said, check my description below for the links to to Level Cap, X Factor, and the Gymquisition. This is Gunshin V2, signing off.